friends, welcome back to my channel. So if you're new here, my name is Hannah. My husband and I, Corey, are going on a vacation to West Texas and New Mexico. So I'm so excited. We are leaving today. We're flying out of Charlotte. So our plan is we're going to be there for a week. We're renting a car. We're going to do White Sands National Park, Carlsbad Caverns, the Guadalupe Mountains, and then Big Bend before we fly back home. So we're super excited. We're going to do a lot of hiking, a lot of eating. We'll show you guys all of our food. So please follow along with this vlog series if you want to see our vacation. I'll give you lots of tips if you're thinking about maybe taking a similar trip. I'm also going to do a vacation grocery haul because we're going to be in the national parks most of the time during lunch. So we'll need to pack our own lunches. So yeah, I'm so excited. I hope you are too. Please subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of these videos. I also do weekly meal preps and grocery hauls normally when we're not on vacation. So I would love for you to stick around for those videos as well. Give this a thumbs up. Let's get going on the road. Is it really even vacation if you don't get Aunt Annie's?
That's right.
Is it Aunt Annie's or Auntie Annie's? I don't know.
I think it's Aunt Annie's, maybe.
If you don't get Aunt Anne's pretzels at the airport, it's
Not vacation.
Good morning. It is the next day. We made it to El Paso last night at around 6 local time, so it was like 8 o'clock for us. We got our rental car and we drove to Las Cruces, New Mexico. It's about a 45-minute drive. And we stayed at Comfort Inn here last night, which it wasn't anything fancy, but it was clean. It was really clean. It was like comparable to a Hampton Inn. So we stayed at the Comfort Inn last night and we just grabbed some quick Mexican food from a restaurant that was close to the hotel and went to sleep pretty early. So we are up and we're headed to White Sands National Park this morning. It is also about a 45-minute drive from here. So we're on our way to the sand dunes. When you turn into the park, there's a little visitor center on the right-hand side that has restrooms and a gift shop and little deli sandwiches if you didn't bring your lunch. And then you go right into the dunes. So there's only one road in and out of this park, so you don't have to worry about getting lost. And they do, I think, plow the road. So we were wondering how they keep the sand off of it, and we think they must plow it because in some places there was definitely sand on the road, but it wasn't so bad that you needed like a four-wheel drive vehicle or anything like that. We just made it to the trailhead. We are hiking the Alkali Flat Trail. It's the longest trail in the park, and it's about 5 miles round trip. So it's a loop trail. That this is just in the middle of New Mexico. We were just in the mountains like 20 minutes ago. Yeah. This is a gypsum sand dune. It's the largest one in the world, I think. So that's pretty cool. It's so bright out here and so windy today. I don't know if you guys can see the sand cloud around the dunes, but it's not always here. I think we've seen some pictures where you can see the mountains and stuff behind, but not today. It's too windy. Definitely wear your sunglasses and bring a hat if you're coming to do this trail because the light reflecting off the sand is very bright. It's beautiful though. It feels like you are on another planet when you're out on this trail. You can't see anything other than the sand dunes, and I have never been in any place like this. It's so cool. this dune, and Corey had to like help me get up the last little bit because your feet are literally like sinking into the sand as you walk. This trail is definitely no joke. They did not lie when they said it was hard. Some of them look like they're going just straight up. Those are the rough ones. The rough ones. I can't talk. We both got so much sand in our boots, it was unbelievable. We saw some people walking barefoot, which would, avoid this problem, but there are supposed to be like scorpions out there in the sand, so maybe think about that. Just to give you an idea of what it looks like to climb up these, Corey is much more graceful than I am. He does a better job, but it's rough. It's like sinking under your feet while you're trying to climb. He's doing great. I am not doing so great. We're about to make it to the turnaround point. It's a loop trail, so you just loop all the way around and you can see the mountains. The dust is kind of cleared up now, and there's the missile testing.
Yeah, it's like some missile testing site. You're not
Facility.
allowed to go to. I guess it's government property. But
Yeah.
apparently the border lines are right here, and you just walk along it.
Yeah. You can see it in the background. We're on our way back. I said that this reminds me of that scene in Aladdin when he's in the desert. Corey said it reminds him of the
Mandalorian of the Dune Sea.
yeah, the Dune people in the Dune Sea.
That's what it reminds me of.
It's-
Might as well put a shot at him. You never know.
Yeah.
Looks like it could happen.
We also decided that this is the second hardest hike we've ever done. I think the first was still the Grand Canyon. On the way back up, the Grand Canyon was brutal. But this one, the dunes, trying to hike up the dunes is the hard part. But at least you have like some breaks in between. So
Yeah, it's a big break.
yeah, a big like flat area where it turns around. So Grand Canyon's still the hardest, but this is number 2. The trail was marked with like red stakes that you had to follow to guide you through the trail and back around to the starting point. Some of them were buried in sand where the wind had blown so much sand over them. You can see in this next clip here where one of them is standing where it should be and the other one is completely just buried by sand where the wind has blown it all over the place. I got these boots. They're high-tech hiking boots specifically for this trip, and I love them so much. They were only $50, and they are such good quality for $50. So if you guys need hiking boots, I'm going to link them down below. Definitely check it out. I am so impressed for $50. We made it back to the parking lot. We are both tired, ready for lunch now. It was a great hike, but it was definitely I would say don't do this one unless you're sort of an experienced hiker and you have at least built up some endurance because it was tough. Also, there's like a fork in the trail, so when you start you can either go to the right or the left and it's just a big loop. We went to the right, and I would do that again if I had to make a choice because the harder part was in the beginning and then the ending part was easier. And it's better to do that when you're fresh. We made it back to the car. I have a pretty sweet hat line. Oh my gosh, look at my hair. We made it back to the car and we were about to find a picnic table or picnic area to eat lunch. We packed our lunch, and you should do that for sure if you're thinking about hiking one of the longer trails here. Really, if you're coming here in general, I would pack a lunch because it's in the middle of nowhere, and there's like, we didn't see a restaurant for, I don't know, a good 30, maybe 45 minutes on the way here. And there's a gift shop. They have like sandwiches in the cooler, but that's it. And I mean, gift shops, it's going to be an expensive price. Yeah, probably like $9 for a sandwich. So definitely pack your lunch. And if you're looking for easier trail, maybe not like 5 miles like this one, they do have a bunch of different trails. They have shorter ones. I think they have some that are like a half mile, some that are a mile. And there's one that's even wheelchair accessible. So that's really cool if you need that. Yeah, let's go find somewhere to eat because we are
Hungry.
Starving, ready to go.
That's right.
To the snacks. There are also lots of people sliding down the sand dunes. You can rent like a sled at the gift shop, and we were just really here for the hike, so we didn't do that. But if you are into that, or if you have kids, I can see how that would be really fun, especially if you had kids. I think they would enjoy that a lot. You can rent it at the gift shop. I think it's like $16. Here are some people sledding down the hills. We also saw there's a kite back there in the background. I don't know if you can see it, but we didn't think about kites, but that would be a really cool kid-friendly activity too if you had kids. I'm sure they would really like that. They have this whole little picnic area with a bunch of different spots set up where you can come eat. Super nice. Picnic tables, a shelter, and a little grill here. Lunchtime. Not a bad view for lunch at all. This was a super cute little spot, and there were signs for the picnic area. We finished lunch at that cute little picnic area, and we are headed out of the park now. We're gonna stop at the gift shop on the way out and get some magnets for our parents and maybe a coffee mug. And we are on our way to Carlsbad next. So we're gonna drive, it's about 3 hours to Carlsbad, New Mexico from here, and we're headed that way. Little country store on the way, Mayhill store. We got lemonades, huge lemonades, and apple cider. We just realized, so both of us felt like our faces were kind of red, and then I looked down at my hands just now, and you can see like the watch tan line and my hand where it got burnt. I think it was, well, we think it was probably a combination of like sunburn and windburn, but it didn't feel like we were getting burnt while we were out there. It wasn't really hot or anything. So, I mean, and look at you can see my neck where it got burnt. Yeah, this side, the right side's the worst, where it got burnt. So definitely wear sunscreen, even if you don't feel like you need it. You do need it, because
maybe even something light like this. I kind of had this pulled down most of the time. Something real light just to keep the wind off of you too, because that was kind of honestly irritating. Like it's pounding wind for like 4 hours.
Yeah, it's very windy, so keep that in mind, and very sunny. And even if it doesn't feel hot, you probably need sunscreen. We should have put some on, but we'll know for next time. You guys will know. Learn from our mistakes, because we're toasty. We made it to Carlsbad. We're both sunburnt. We're both really sunburnt. Mine is on my shoulders and my arms. I'll show you guys my arms in a second. It's comical. Look at this line. We're both really sunburnt. Yeah.
I got raccoon eyes.
Yeah. Well, we made it to Carlsbad. We're staying in a camper. It's an Airbnb, and it's really cute. It was only $60 a night, and
super cheap. It's a nice camper. Yeah. It's an older J flight, but still pretty nice.
Yeah, it's got like shower and extra bedroom and everything. Yeah. We like it. But we're in Carlsbad. I've only said that 3 times. I will edit this out. And we're about to go to dinner at the Trinity House Hotel is the name of the restaurant. So we will show you guys the restaurant.
When we get there, sure.
Yes, what we get. We would highly recommend the Trinity House Hotel and restaurant. We really enjoyed our food. I had lasagna, Corey had chicken parmesan, and they were both really good. We also had an appetizer with goat cheese and some blackberry sauce. That was delicious as well. This was the last stop we made for the night, and the next day we went to Carlsbad Caverns and the Guadalupe Mountains, well, the next several days. That will be continued in my next vlog when we go to Carlsbad Caverns and the Guadalupe Mountains. So please subscribe down below if you're not already so you don't miss any more of my videos. Thank you guys so much.